there and welcome back. Today I'm going to do a little get ready with me. I already did start a little bit with my hair here, the bottom section. Now I'm using the Shark Smooth Style for my hair here. I had already put a little bit of, I think it's the R & Co. It's the chainmail heat protectant beforehand. Always use a heat protector before you do any heat and products like on your hair when you're styling. As you can see here, I kind of section off pieces of my hair, go in rotation by going underneath from the root and pulling upwards. That way there's nice volume to the hair. I'm just working through the sections of my hair. Once I get to the middle part, I just kind of not split the center, just because sometimes that'll leave a weird indentation in my hair, like indent, and I don't want that. And I'm just fluffing up the hair, moving it around, seeing what way I want to part it. All in fast motion. And ta-da! Hair's done. For the face, I do like to start out with my Bobbi Brown face base. It's a vitamin enriched face base. It's a moisturizer and primer. Always moisturize everything in the face before you do any makeup. Here I'm applying the eye base. That goes beautifully with that as well. Next, the lips. Always moisturize your lips. That way, by the time you get to the lip part, your lips are nice and smooth for your lip liner lipstick. Starting out in the eyes, I am using a Laura Mercier Caviar stick. Now, this first shade that I'm using on the lid is Moonlight. It does have a nice shimmer to it. Start out from the lash line like you're doing a liner, and literally glide and work your way up. Once you've done that, use your finger and just blend out the edges. That way it smooths out and it's nice and blended. I'm taking here a deeper shade in, let's see, Burnished Bronze, I believe. So that one I'm just using as a liner and then building it up. This next shade here is a lighter tone for a highlight, which is Beam. Also a Caviar stick, just that inner corner, pull up and blend. Taking that same bronze shadow stick, I'm just doing the waterline, the top tight line, which can be ticklish, so take your time. Next, go in the waterline and make sure to get it as low as possible in the lashes. That way you have some product to smear and blend out, make it nice and smoky. A lot of blending. Here I'm just taking my bronzer that I use for my face, which is Hoola bronzer. I'm just using it on a fluffy brush just to blend out a little bit more, add some depth in there, a little bit more of a gradient. That way it's a little bit smokier. Then for cleanup, I literally just use a Q-tip. I didn't put anything on it, just so it would grab any excess product while blending out and cleaning up the look a bit more. Next is mascara. For mascara, I'm using the Melt Super Natural Mascara, just in the black color. Start at the base of the lashes and just wiggle back and forth and pull up, work your way up. That way it builds the lash the most possible. I have the tiniest lashes, as you can see, which is why I use falsies, which you'll see later on as well. But I do like to have a little bit of mascara underneath just so it sits a lot easier. Don't forget your bottom lashes. I'm using this Christian Louboutin. It is the Tint Fetiche foundation, and I am in shade 20N. I got a little sample, as you saw. Just giving that a try. Start out by I like to work from the outer of the face toward the front, kind of swiping the product on and then blending out, bringing all the way down the neck, working my way in toward the center of the face. I do a lot of blending. Same thing as you can see here. Just stripe across the face and then slowly blend in. Go across the forehead. A lot of tapping. When you want to get more coverage, that's where you kind of tap the foundation in place. That way it blends, but you're not moving the product around and moving the coverage you just placed. Now I'm working toward the center of my face. Everyone has their own way of really applying foundation. This is just what works for me in case I need to like blow my nose before I get to the center of my face. I have time while I'm working on the rest of the foundation. And this is like the cutoff time, obviously. Then it's like, okay, you're done. No more blowing your nose or anything with allergies. And then just go around the mouth and then any excess down. Work all the way down to the neck. That's some really good coverage. Here I'm using the Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Concealer in 2W. Just literally a little bit of it goes a long way. Just tap in and blend out. Love this concealer. It is reformulated now, but I do have the old formula still, so I'm gonna keep using it till I'm out. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, and these lashes are Ardell Wispies, by the way. Demi Wispies. Oh, here I'm using the Double Wear powder. It is a foundation powder. You can build up the coverage. I just wanted to add a little bit more coverage for this look to have full coverage. So I'm using the powder to set the foundation and just pressing and using pressing motions. That way I don't move anything around really. It stays exactly where I placed it and we get even more coverage on the face. Now for bronzer, I'm using the Hoola bronzer, just the original, with a nice fluffy brush. Just go across the hairline, forehead, really softly blending that out. Next I go like from the top of the ear toward the mouth, but not all the way. Very lightly blending out, and then also the jawline. Build up the product, start out with less, and then add more. I am using right here, it is Westman Atelier, the Petal Stick. It is a blush and a cream. I was scared because I had set my face pretty thoroughly, but as long as you do patting motions, it blends out pretty beautifully. Not a problem over powder. Just like that, I'm dabbing little motions, not too intense, not a stripe. Just dabbing a little bit, just enough, and then using your blush brush, just something nice and fluffy, and really tapping that in and blending it into the cheek, pretty high up. Brows, I am using the same old Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Duo powder in dark brown. It is tried and true, it works, it's easy. I like to start out by underlining the eyebrow first, one side at a time, and then doing the top line. Still very old school, but it works, it's easy. And then you go in and fill in the rest of the brow, like so. Underline the brow. Extend out, work your way forward. And when you do this, you want to not have an expression on the brows, like don't lift them, because then you're literally going to draw that lifted eyebrow as your natural state brow. Same thing, do over the top and then fill in, and I like to frown a little bit just to make sure they're pretty even. Always double check and kind of step back in the mirror to see how it looks from further away and compare to make sure they're even. Then I'm using the Laura Mercier, the brow tint in dark brown. I love this stuff. These two work so well together. They add this bushiness back into the brows and coat the hair too. And it helps the hair hold in place also, which I love. Always have to add this after the powder. Adds life to the brows. Take your time. And just brush out any excess. This wasn't caught, obviously, but it is the Clé de Peau, the Celestial Sparks highlighter. Amazing. Look at that. I was not expecting that. It is a shock. It is so illuminating. But that was so pigmented and intense. It was literally like a stripe on my cheek. So I'm really blending that out into the rest of the face. Trying to really blend that in. For that, just go over with your foundation brush to kind of take that intensity away a little bit, so it's not too intense. I'm also adding that in the inner corner, just so it pops even more. We already have that caviar stick there, so it really pops extra intense. Now for lip liner, I am using the MAC lip liner in Chestnut. Really deep. Start off with that bottom line first. Make sure that's really nice and smooth. then do the Cupid's bow. Relax and do the Cupid's bow. I tense up when I do lips. Well, just my whole makeup in general. Cupid's bow, and then do the line down toward the corner of the mouth. Next, I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury lip in Berry Lucky. It is gorgeous. Brighter than I intended, but we fixed that with liner after. Just go over everything and just deepen it a bit. I'm really blending that in. But it's really nice and hydrating on the lips too. A lot of blotting, going over, adding one or the other, making sure these lines are even. And obviously we're gonna set our face. This is the One Size Setting Spray. Love this spray, amazing. Helps it literally last all day. You just gotta hold your breath while you wait for that to clear out. And there we go, we have this look. She's cute, she's feeling herself. She hopes to see you next time for another makeup tutorial or a photography shoot also, because I will be posting from now on. So hit that subscribe button, like, share, do whatever you want, because I'm still going to be doing this. Have a good day. Bye.